Hey, what's up, everyone? We are live. Welcome to the Mac and Murray College Football Show. We're doing a little live reaction right now to the latest playoff rankings. Appreciate y'all joining us here on Twitter. This will also be posted on YouTube. We'll also tonight be posting our championship weekend preview show. So go check that out as well, and a bunch of more stuff. Really loving all the interactions on social media. Go follow us, EMAC and myself, along with the Mac and Murray College Football Show to get our snippets about what's going on in the world of college
Come
football.
on.
Once again, thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Murray, former University of Georgia quarterback. That's Eric McLean, former Clemson Tiger, great national champion
That's what I like to
in
hear.
the house. Talking a little college football tonight. Hope you all doing well. So let's dive into this. We'll work our way from 25 up to number one. We'll kind of do it just like the committee did. 21 through 25, as you see on our screen here. Houston, Georgia Tech, Iowa, North Texas, James Madison. So we get more group of five teams in, which is not a good sign for the ACC. If Duke wins, EMAC, like there is no chance, based on what I'm seeing tonight, if Duke wins the ACC championship, there will be no ACC team in the playoffs.
It will be, well, I still think Miami has a shot. But yes, as it is right now, which we'll get to that in a second.
Yes.
It's not looking good. Looking like
Not
Code
looking
Blue
good.
potentially in full effect here. And this actually was really important for that, because before it was kind of like me just kind of tripping, being a little silly. Now it's very, very real. I mean,
Yep.
James Madison being 25, that's kind of like the bullet being loaded right there. And it's like, we're ready. We're ready to do
Yep.
this. If those guys obviously are able to win their game in the Sun Belt Championship there, and if Duke is able to win as well. So it's all laid out there. It's all terrifying. Can't wait. Maybe my season's over early. I just go to the beach,
Ooh,
never talk to anybody again.
that's wild. Well, I think that is now known. If Duke wins, the winner of the ACC championship game will not go in. No ACC team will go in unless Miami sneaks in. And also, to this ranking, as we move on to our next group of five, USC, Virginia, Arizona, Michigan, Tulane. Obviously, Tulane was the only group of five team that was ranked a week ago. It is also now 100% the winner of that matchup between Tulane and North Texas will be the group of five representative. So if Virginia does win, and obviously they're ranked at number 17, Virginia would be the ACC representative. So they would get the automatic qualifier there. And then the fifth one would go to the American team, whether that would be Tulane or North Texas. So then James Madison would be on the outside looking in. So James Madison obviously looking to win this weekend, as they probably should, as their favored, but also big fans of Duke, which is crazy. I mean,
The Dukes and Duke.
we are one win away.
Together.
Regardless of Miami gets in or not, James Madison is a game away from being in the playoffs, regardless of what happens with Miami.
Yeah.
It's possible, boys and girls. It is very possible that
Terrifying
North Texas
times.
and James Madison, or Tulane and James Madison, will be in the playoffs this year.
And see, this is why it's even weirder. And you and I briefly touched on it, but it's not weirder. It's actually stupid. The fact that this is where the ACC is right now. You have Georgia Tech on this list, and you have Miami on this list that are tied for second place in the ACC, and somehow their asses are going to be sitting at home because of whatever stupid idea that the ACC decided this is the most fair thing. This is great.
Yep.
Well, it's going to cost you millions and millions of dollars potentially. And so that's a big mistake from these guys.
I wonder if they change that next year, the tiebreaker.
Right. It's
You
brutal.
have to. You
And
cannot.
so,
You got to be sweating bullets right now if you're the ACC.
yeah,
Bullets.
for sure. I mean, it's just
Bullets.
it's literally going to set back everything that we at that network have tried to build if this happens because of self-sabotage. I mean, it's I can't think of a dumber thing that could have happened.
I'm interested to see what the calls are going to be like for the game over the weekend. How many go Virginia's way?
It's good for
Can't be
business.
mad about
SEC's
it.
been doing it for years. Just follow
Business,
suit.
baby.
Take care of
Business.
them.
Big business. Let's go. All right, let's work our way to the next five. BYU 11, Miami 12, Texas 13, Vandy 14, Utah 15. I think the Texas making the playoffs, I think that's a little bit too much of a jump. I think that has been decided. Texas will not be in the playoffs based on that. Vanderbilt as well will not be in the playoffs. I don't a million things would have to happen for those 2 teams to jump in. I still think that there's a lot that needs to happen for Miami somewhat, but at least they're I guess not really because if BYU loses and Miami moves up, then they are side by side to Notre Dame. Then it's
Mhm,
the real conversation of
mhm.
Notre Dame, Miami next to each other. And then from there, I don't know how you could put Notre Dame in above Miami.
Yeah. I
So I think
think
Miami's in a good spot, honestly.
here's my grand kinda scheme with this thing. I think this has all been on purpose, because why? There's TV shows about this, right? And
Oh,
people
yeah.
wanna watch, and people like you and I wanna talk about it and do
Mhm.
these type of things. If Miami was ahead of these guys already, there's no drama. There's no
No.
excitement. There's nothing to watch for. Now, what we have created, because we're assuming and thinking if the 2 favorites win in the SEC and in the Big 12, then Miami's in because BYU, Bama,
Out.
see you later. They're out.
I don't know about Bama. I don't know about Bama.
3
I don't
loss
know.
Alabama.
See, I think I wonder if they
Brother,
moved
Nick
Alabama.
Saban is on a desk. He's not there. Stop it.
I agree. I'm 100% with you. I think they shouldn't go if they lose. I'm just wondering, why did they move up a spot? Why would they
I'm
jump Notre
telling you
Dame
right
after this
now.
past
I'm
weekend?
telling you. I'm telling you. It's to create drama and excitement and
I think they're
everybody
trying to create a
watching.
buffer for Alabama. If they lose a close game to Georgia, they can still jump back 2 spots to maybe, I
2
mean, maybe
spots,
even
you're out.
10, and
You can
maybe
only
Notre Dame
fall
and
1.
Miami both get left out.
Can only fall 1 spot. And they
Well, then
kicked.
maybe Notre Dame and Miami both don't make it, Alabama makes it.
Let me just tell you, if that happens, everybody should just stop playing football. You should have your own championship. You should have your own natty. There's no point to play because
So
that
you
would
would
be the most
penalize if
chaotic
Alabama
thing.
loses by 3 points to
Aaron,
Georgia.
there's repercussions for losing. Sucks to suck. When you lost in the SEC championship, did you
I'm
win a
just playing
natty?
devil's
Did you
advocate here.
lose? You
I'm just
lost.
playing devil's advocate here.
No, you're playing Homer.
I'm in the camp that I believe Notre Dame and both Notre Dame and Miami should be in the playoff,
Right.
and that, yes, if Alabama loses,
So
they
don't even
should
bring this
back
shit
out.
up then.
I just gotta bring up all the topics. I gotta get you all hot and bothered here because I know,
You're doing
you're
it.
sweating
You're doing
bullets
it.
over here.
Got a
You're
little
sweating
twitch in my
bullets
neck
over
over
here.
here.
You're sweating bullets, baby. All right, let's move on to our next grouping. Ole Miss at 6, A&M moves back to 7, Oklahoma 8. Obviously, we talked about Alabama at
Were you
9.
interested Ole Miss moved up? Like, even with all the
I guess
changes and
the
stuff?
committee made a statement. They don't care that Lane Kiffin's gone.
Which
Charlie Weiss
is
Jr. is gonna be calling plays, so at
but
least you
they
got
didn't
Charlie
know
Weiss
that. They
Jr.?
didn't know that. That just happened. They didn't know
I
that.
know,
So to
I know.
me, like, and I'm happy. And I think something that's interesting, just because we're pointing out facts, people are like, "Oh, you hate Ole Miss, this and that." I don't hate Ole Miss, and actually, I hate it for these players. But like, we have rules and we have things that are clearly defined, by this committee. And if a coaching change happens, there's supposed to be repercussions for that as well. And what was the repercussion? They moved up.
They
They
moved up.
moved up. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to be.
I
I
was
was just
shocked they
shocked by
moved
that. I
up.
thought they would move down or
I'm a
stay
little
the same.
I'm a little shocked, but I guess, I
Yeah.
mean, Aggies look so bad. Oklahoma hasn't looked good. So, like, I don't know, man. I would still take Ole Miss without Lane over
Over
definitely
Texas
Oklahoma.
though, would you rather have Texas or a laneless Ole Miss?
I do not want this year's Texas, with how bad they've been, to be the first 3-loss team in the playoffs. I
Right.
mean, this team
Right.
got smoked by Georgia, lost to
Yeah.
Florida, had to go to overtime against Mississippi State and Kentucky. Like, come on, man. Like,
All right. How
that's
about
not a
Vandy?
good
How
football
about
team.
Vandy? Vandy versus a laneless Ole Miss.
But Vandy lost to Texas, who I just, like, it's kind of, it is what it is. Once again, like, I'm in the camp that Notre Dame and Miami are better than those teams and they should be it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But I
I
get
just
it.
wanted to
I
hear you
get it.
say it
I get it
again.
why they're
Just
not.
wanted to
I
hear you say
understand.
it. Say it one more time.
I've said it all freaking year, okay? You know how I feel about those teams. All right, let's move on to our top 5. Ohio State 1, obviously Indiana 2. Georgia moves up to 3. So this is what I'm talking about with the SEC championship game for Georgia. Like, Georgia would be 3. If they win the SEC championship game, maybe they jump to 2, maybe not.
I think
Maybe
they
they stay
should.
at 3.
Yeah.
But if
No,
they lose, then they're not even gonna get a bye in the playoffs, and they'll probably be, like, somewhere in that 6 to 8 range.
Mhm.
So, like, this is why it's like Georgia fans are like, "Yeah, we have a chance to win the SEC championship game, but we might now lose our first round bye in the playoffs if we lose." So, like, I don't know. It's you wanna be competitive. I'm not here to be a bitch, but You could have had the weekend off and still
See,
been the
but
number
this
3
okay,
seed.
this is a weird scenario. So let's say Georgia does lose, and we'll say it's close, not a blowout.
Yeah.
Is Oregon? Are there 3 Big Ten teams in the top 4? Like, is that what
Yes.
happens?
Yes.
Gosh, crazy.
'Cause
What would y'all do?
Texas Tech would probably move to 3,
Y'all
and then,
explode.
yeah, Oregon would move to 4. You're not gonna jump Ole Miss over Oregon.
No, I don't think you would.
So, yeah, you'd have 3 Big Ten teams with buys.
What would happen? I can't wait. This is gonna be an awesome, awesome
Oh my god.
championship weekend. I cannot wait.
Awesome championship weekend. Well, that is it for us. Leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Who should be higher? Who should be lower? Give us your projected top 12 as well. Would love to hear what everyone's thinking about that. Also, it's going to be an interesting weekend, no doubt about it. Stay tuned with us. We're going to have one more show this week. We'll be bringing on Jake Crane from Crane and Company on Thursday to talk a little bit about the weekend, give his thoughts about all the coaching hires across the country, everything that has gone down essentially in the past 5 days and then leading into championship weekend. So come join us for that one. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you later on this week.